Good morning, all. In this class, we are going to discuss MOSFET configurations and one problem related to the MOSFET bias. Right? Already know that MOSFET is a four-terminal device. Four terminals are gate, source, drain, and fourth terminal is substrate or bulk. In MOSFET, fourth terminal always connected to the source, whether it is an N-channel MOSFET or P-channel MOSFET. Fourth terminal, that is bulk terminal, it is always connected to the source terminal. So now the overall terminals of the device is only three terminals: gate, source, and drain. We can connect amplifiers by using any one of the configuration. Okay, we can design a MOSFET amplifier circuit using any one of the configurations, right? Okay, here namely we can connect MOSFET in three configurations. We can connect MOSFET in three configurations, namely common gate, common source, and common drain. Similar to BJT configurations. In BJT also, in BJT common base, common collector, common emitter. Okay, coming to the MOSFET or FET, common gate configuration. Gate terminal is common to input and output. Similarly, common drain configuration and common source configuration. So these three are the with respect to BJT. Okay, we can connect BJT in three different configurations: CB, CC, CE. Similarly, we can connect FET in three configurations: CG, common gate, CD, common drain, and last one is common source. Okay, now we discuss first configuration, common source configuration. In common source configuration, observe here, this is the FET terminal. FET terminals are drain, gate, source. Right? Now source terminal directly connected to ground. So when we apply the KVL to input loop and apply the KVL to output loop, source terminal is common to both. So source terminal is common to input as well as common to output. So this configuration is called common source configuration. Okay, here the input is between gate and source. Output is taken between drain and source. Here, what are the input terminals? Input terminals is gate and source. Gate terminal and source terminal. Output terminal is drain and source. So source terminal is common to input and output loop. So this configuration is called common source configuration. The next one is common drain configuration, common gate configuration. Okay, observe here, this is the gate terminal. Gate terminal is directly connected to ground. Now input is applied through source terminal S via RS resistor. This is input voltage. Input voltage applied between source and gate. This is the loop. Input terminal is, input loop is source and drain. Output is drain and with respect to ground. Okay, ground means gate terminal. Now here in this case also, gate terminal is common to input loop as well as output loop. So this configuration is called common gate configuration. Last one is common drain configuration. Okay, here in common drain configuration, drain terminal Drain terminal is common to input and output. Observe here in this case, drain terminal directly connected to the VDD. Now input is applied gate terminal, output is taken at source terminal. Okay, source with respect to ground. Okay, again here the input voltage with respect to gate and ground. Now here in this case, observe here, drain terminal directly connected to the VDD. The same configuration in BJT also. In BJT common source configuration, collector terminal is connected to VCC. Input is between base and emitter. Output is taken between emitter and ground. Now we can say here collector terminal or here drain terminal is connected to ground. Here in this case, with respect to AC analysis, remember this point. With respect to AC analysis, generally amplifier circuits are used for AC analysis, right? For amplifier circuit, we have to apply some AC signal through some capacitors. Now we have to analyze using AC analysis. For AC analysis, all DC sources are short circuited. So now observe here, this is the VDD. Now this terminal, this point is connected to ground. That means what it indicates? For AC analysis, drain terminal connected to ground. So drain terminal connected to ground. Now this is the common to input and output. What is input here? Gate and ground. Output is source and ground. Where the ground terminal is, drain is the ground. Like that, we can say that common drain configuration. Once again, how one can say this configuration is common drain with respect to AC analysis. Drain terminal indirectly connected to ground here. Here also same. Collector, how we can say collector is common to input and output. With respect to AC analysis, collector terminal DC that is connected to ground. So with reference to the AC signal analysis, collector is connected to ground like that. Collector terminal is common to input and output flow. This is about the configurations of FET. Okay, same as BJT. Same as BJT, FET also three configurations. There are also three terminals, three configurations. Common gate, common source, and common drain configurations. Right? Now, this class we try to solve one bias problem. Okay. Before going to the bias problem, okay, must remember the procedure for how to solve the bias problems, right? Or DC analysis of the circuit, or to find the Q point of the circuit. Okay, the first one is draw the DC equivalent circuit. From the given circuit, draw the DC equivalent of circuit. Is there any capacitors? Just open the capacitors, input capacitors as well as output capacitors. Open circuit the output capacitor, input capacitor, and again redraw the circuit. That is the DC equivalent of circuit. Then after that, simplify the gate terminal network. If it is a voltage divider bias, apply V Thevenin and R Thevenin, and again simplify the gate terminal network. Then after that, apply KVL to input loop. After applying KVL to input loop, there are two unknown quantities. One is VGS and second one is ID. Okay, in KVL, two unknown quantities. One is VGS and another one is ID. Express VGS in terms of ID. Express VGS in terms of ID, or otherwise ID in terms of VG. So there are two possibilities. Express the input KVL equation in terms of ID or in terms of VGS, right? If you are solving the problem, JFET or depletion mode MOSFET. If it is a JFET, okay, KVL loop equation in terms of VGS. KVL loop equation. If it is a JFET or depletion mode MOSFET, JFET or D MOSFET. Okay. Then here enhanced mode MOSFET is separate. Enhancement mode MOSFET. Okay. Okay. Whenever you're solving the problems depletion mode MOSFET or JFET, we have to derive the expression ID in terms of VGS. ID is equal. Suppose if it is an enhancement mode MOSFET, VGS is equal. Okay. or ID is equal. There is no problem in enhancement mode MOSFET. Okay. Okay. Applying KVL to the input loop, two unknown quantities. If it is a depletion mode MOSFET or JFET, ID is equal to, right? Or otherwise enhancement mode MOSFET, VGS is equal to or ID is equal to, right? Now after that, after expressing the VGS or ID, then substitute VGS equation in current equation. Okay. If it is enhancement mode MOSFET, current equation is ID is equal to K by 2, K dash by 2 into W by L, VGS minus VT whole square. Okay, here replace VGS with VGS expression already we derived with respect to input KVL loop. Then find ID. If it is a JFET or depletion mode MOSFET, okay, you have to replace ID equation, then find VGS. Okay. If it is a JFET or depletion mode MOSFET, derive the input KVL equation ID is equal to. Then substitute that equation here, find VGS. If it is an enhancement mode MOSFET, replace VGS with the VGS KVL equation, then find ID. Right? Remember this one. Then after that, from here, we can easily calculate VGS and ID. Then last one is, once you know the ID, now apply KVL to the output loop, find the VDS. Now I have to find the Q point VDS Q comma IDS. With respect to input Q points, VGS Q comma IDQ. This is the Q point with respect to input. Output Q point with respect to output. VDS Q comma IDQ. Right. You may represent VGS Q IDQ or VDS Q comma IDQ. So this is the steps to solve the bias problems. Remember this one. Once again, here the procedure is draw the DC equivalent circuit, then simplify the gate network, then apply KVL to the loop, derive the expression in terms of VGS or ID, substitute VGS or ID equations corresponding JFET, depletion mode MOSFET or enhancement mode MOSFET. Okay, here coming to enhancement mode MOSFET, we are assuming that the transistor operated in saturation region. We are assuming that the device or transistor operated in saturation region. Once you know the VGS and ID, apply KVL to the output loop, find VDS. Right. Observe here, this is the problem. Find bias point, find bias point or Q point. Okay, for the MOSFET as shown in figure, find bias point or Q point for the following circuit. Given data is VDD is equal to 15 volts, R1 is equal to 8 mega ohm, VDD is equal to 15, R1 8 mega ohm, R2 7 mega ohm, RS 10K, RD 10K, and given threshold voltage is equal to 1 volt, and K dash into W by L value, that is equal to beta K dash into W by L is equal to 1 milliampere per volt. This is the given data. Then, right, how to identify whether the given circuit is a MOSFET or JFET or depletion mode MOSFET, right? One is by observing the symbol here. By observing the symbol, one can easily identify whether the given device is MOSFET or enhancement mode MOSFET or depletion mode MOSFET. Or otherwise, simply observe the data. Okay, observe here the data. Data is equal to K dash into W by L. K dash into W by L and threshold voltage. By using the given data also, we can say that the given device is enhancement mode MOSFET. Enhancement mode MOSFET. It is not, the given data is not related to JFET or depletion mode MOSFET. In JFET and depletion mode MOSFET, compulsory they given pinch of voltage. But even given data, it did not given any pinch of voltage. It given K dash W by L and threshold voltage. That means the given problem is related to the enhancement mode MOSFET bias problem. Okay, now apply one by one. Okay, the procedure is DC analysis of first point is draw the DC analysis of the circuit. Okay, simply capacitors are open circuit here. This capacitor is open circuit, this capacitor is open circuit, this capacitor also open circuit. Now redraw the figure. Okay, this is the DC equivalent of the given bias circuit. It consists of R1, R2, RD, RS. This is the DC output. Okay. Observe here, if the base network is a voltage divider bias, the configuration is voltage divider bias configuration. R1, R2, okay, form a voltage divider bias network. First of all, apply Thevenin voltage at gate, Thevenin resistance V Thevenin and R Thevenin at gate terminal, and again redraw the circuit, right? Okay, now this is the V Thevenin at gate, that is equal to Vg is equal to VDD into R2 by R1 plus R2. Then that is equal to, given VDD 15 volt, R2 is equal to 7, R1 plus R2, 7 plus 8, total 7 volt. So V Thevenin at gate terminal is equal to 7 volt. So this network is replaced with V Thevenin and R Thevenin. So V Thevenin is equal to VDD into R2 by R1 plus R2, that is equal to 7 volt. What is R Thevenin? R Thevenin is equal to R1 parallel to R2. Okay, no need to calculate R Thevenin value. Why? Because gate current is equal to 0. So that the product of Ig into Rg is equal to 0. Okay, this is R Thevenin, R1 parallel to R2. So R Thevenin is equal to Rg. No need to calculate the value of Rg. Why? Because gate current is equal to 0 in MOSFET, Ig into Rg product is equal to 0, right? Okay, now the final circuit becomes like this one. Vg VThevenin at gate 7 volt. R Thevenin is equal to Rg, that is equal to 8 parallel to 7 mega ohm. And we know that in MOSFET or FET devices, Ig is equal to 0. Whenever Ig is equal to 0, there is no drop across Rg. The remaining all are same. RD resistor 10K, RS also 10 kilo ohm, VDD is equal to 15 volts. Okay. For a MOSFET, gate not directly connected to the channel, so Ig is equal to 0 and Ig is equal to 0, ID is equal to Is. Okay, remember these two important properties of a FET. One property is equal to Ig is equal to 0, gate current is equal to 0. And another property is drain current is equal to source current. Drain current is equal to source current. Okay. Now come to the procedure. The first one is apply KVL to input loop. Okay, remember this circuit. This is the circuit. Apply KVL to input loop. What is the KVL here? VG minus RG into IG minus VGS. This is the VGS. Voltage difference between gate and source. Then current flowing through RS is ID current. So final KVL equation is VG minus IG into RG minus VGS minus ID into RS is equal to 0. So this is the KVL. Vg minus Rg into Ig minus VGS minus ID into RS is equal to 0. This product is equal to 0. Rg into Ig product is equal to 0. Then remaining expression is Vg minus VGS minus ID into RS is equal to 0. From that VGS is equal to, already calculated Vg value 7 volt. We don't know ID, you know RS given value 10 kilo. So this is the VGS expression. This is VGS expression. So VGS is equal to 7 minus ID into 10K. Or otherwise, suppose in terms of ID, suppose the given device is JFET, we have to express the equation 1 in terms of ID. What is the ID? ID is equal to VG minus VGS by RS. So this is ID equation expression in terms of VGS. VG minus VGS by RS. So Vg is equal to 7 minus VGS, 7 minus VGS by 10K. So if it is a JFET or depletion mode MOSFET, express input KVL equation ID in terms of VGS. Okay, if it is a, now here in this problem, given device is enhancement mode MOSFET, you can express in terms of VGS or ID, that is your choice. Okay, here I am expressing VGS in terms of ID. Okay. Once you know the VGS value, substitute VGS condition in current equation. This is the current equation, MOSFET, enhancement mode MOSFET. ID is equal to K dash by 2 into W by L, VGS minus VT whole square, saturation region, K dash by 2. The given K dash into W by L value is given 1 milli. So 1 milli. VGS expression is 7 minus ID into 10K minus 1 whole square. Right? Then simplify this expression. Then derive the values for ID. This is a quadratic equation. Then finally, Okay, here in the given problem itself, K dash into W by L is equal to 1 milli. Remember this one. Okay, then simplify this expression. 1 by 2. Okay, 1 by 2, remaining entire thing is 1 milli. 7 minus ID minus 10 K. Here generally current is represented in terms of milli. So that is equal to and current is equal to, after solving the quadratic equation, current ID is equal to 0.72 milliamperes and 0.5 milliamperes. Right? After solving the problem here, after solving the quadratic problem, you will get two current values. One is ID is equal to 0.72 milliampere and another one ID is equal to 0.5 milliampere. Again, you have to validate which ID is correct, especially in FET biasing problems. We have to validate which ID, or suppose if it is a VGS is variable, which VGS value is correct. Okay. Once you know the ID value, find out VGS. In first case, VGS is equal to, that is the negative value, VGS less than 0. And second case, VGS is equal to 2 volts. When ID is equal to 0.5, VGS is equal to 2 volts. This VGS is greater than VT. This VGS is greater than VT, so that we consider the corresponding current is equal to 0.5 milliamperes. 0.5 milli is the correct answer. So drain current is equal to 0.5 milliamperes, right? Once you know the drain current and VGS, then last step is, now apply KVL to the output loop. This is the KVL to this loop. VDD minus ID into RD minus VDS minus ID into RS is equal to 0. Finally, VDS is equal to VDD minus ID RD plus RS. That is equal to 15 minus 0.5 milli plus 20 kilo ohm. That is equal to VDS is equal to 5 volt. So we calculated the three values. VGS is equal to 2 volt. Then ID is equal to 0.5 milli and VDS is equal to 5 volt. Okay. By using these two, we can find the input Q point. By using these two, we can find the output Q point. Okay. By using this expression also, we can easily draw the DC load line. Observe here, by using this output expression, we can easily draw the DC load line. How we can draw the DC output load line? Output voltage VDS, then output current is equal to ID output current. Okay, here in this expression, substitute ID is equal to 0. When ID is equal to 0, VDS is equal to VDD. This is the maximum value. Maximum value is equal to VDD. Now here, maximum ID VDS is equal to 0. Suppose maximum ID, that is equal to VDD by RS plus RD. VDD by RS plus RD. Then draw one line. Okay. Now this is the DC load line. Now indicate the output Q points. VDS is equal to 5 volts. This is VDD 15 volt. So 5 volts around approximately, this is 5 volt. And when we extend this line and corresponding one is, this is the 0.5. So this is the Q point. Q point is equal to VDSQ comma IDQ, that is equal to 0.5 milli and 5 volts. Like that we solve the problems, bias problems. Once again, here the procedure is, identify the given circuit, whether it is related to the JFET, depletion mode MOSFET or enhancement mode MOSFET. First one is identify whether this problem is related to JFET or otherwise MOSFET, in MOSFET, depletion mode MOSFET or enhancement mode MOSFET. Right? Okay, one is by observing the symbol, or second one is by using the given data. By using the given data, we can easily identify the given K dash W by L and threshold voltage, so that the given data related to enhancement mode MOSFET. Then first point is draw the DC equivalent circuit. That is the first point. And second one is simplify gate network. Second one is simplify gate network. Why? Because here the given is voltage divider bias. And third one is apply KVL to input loop. Derive the expression VGS. Then fourth one, substitute the VGS value in ID equation. Then finally, and fifth one is validate current. Okay, you got two current values, validate current. Then based on find out the VGS greater than VT, that is the corresponding current is the current. Then finally apply KVL to output loop. Apply KVL to output loop. Find VDS. This is the procedure. Right? Once again, first one is draw the DC equivalent circuit. Simplify the gate network. Third one is apply input to the KVL loop. Okay, derive the VGS in terms of ID. Then find out the ID, validate ID value. Then finally apply KVL to output loop. Find VDS equation. Then find VDS value. Then finally you may require to draw the DC load line. Draw the DC load line. DC load line is output voltage versus output current. Right? Like that you have to identify the Q point on DC load line. Okay, thank you. Next class we try to solve more problems on MOSFET, JFET or depletion mode MOSFET. Right? Okay, thank you.